Right, this will be interesting. We live? Good. Goodness me, I never know what's going on with this half the time because, dare I say, because of its reliability. No, I don't want to say that, but you know, poor Haps. Are they having another hard day and a difficult time with the technology? I don't think so, actually. I think, on the whole, we're doing okay. All things considered. But we'll see how we go. Right, I've been stuck stationary for ages. Here, in London, in traffic. I was kind of expecting this on the route I'm taking right now because it's my return journey, and I sort of knew earlier on that there was an incident causing plenty of traffic on the road. So I'm here with you to speak with you guys and girls. How's your week started? Monday, woohoo! Oh yeah, brand new week. The 22nd of January has definitely passed. See what I did there? It's 2021. We're a month on. It's the 22nd of February. Haha. And how are you doing, Chris? I hope everything's okay there in Brixham. I wish I could show you outside. This is what we have been planning to do for ages. We did it a little while ago, some tests, and now I'm back on the road. Well, forget the tests. I'm ready almost to implement that technology. So when I'm out and about, I can share the journeys with you. I just remembered actually we have a new microphone because it probably sounds a bit hollow right now. What does it sound like to you? Lockdown, traffic jam. Yeah, it's a good point. There was an incident, some sort of police incident. Well, the police were involved anyway. I don't know if it was just a traffic accident or what, but the roads sort of closed off between where I am and where I need to get to. So that's what's going on here. But yeah, ironically, as you say, Chris, a lockdown, a traffic jam. I'm telling you. And what with this jacket on here, I'm feeling very stuffy right now, very stuffy. And yeah, I could put the air conditioning on or just the fan on its own. But if I do that, I don't need to use up all that extra juice, all that extra gasoline and petrol. Yes. Right, let's see. Is this working? It seems to be working quite well. Good stuff. Do we have a technical update, Chris, perhaps? I'm still not sure. The technology I'm using for the internet connection, I'm a bit disappointed because the other day I had a problem with it. And really, we shouldn't have any issues with the signal here. So I think it's the technology that I'm using that bonds the multiple internet connections together. I don't know whether it's working fantabulous. A bit hollow, yes. Yes, so thank you for that. So I know now to project my voice a bit better. You know what I could do is what I used to do. Let's try this. Looks like I've got more time than I'd actually like on this, i.e. the traffic has somewhat ground to a halt again, although here we go again, just the moment while I move forward. Oh yeah, I'm forgetting as well as the police incident, there's some temporary traffic signals, and I've just realised that's probably why, more than anything, we're now past the temporary traffic signals that I had kind of forgotten about. Let's go the way I wouldn't normally go. And I think we're good now when it comes to traffic. Oh, that's good. Excellent stuff. Is that a police car there or a maintenance vehicle? That's a maintenance vehicle because of the traffic signals. The fact that they're temporary in the maintenance vehicle for the highways maintenance. Right, sorted out. Anyhow, I'm almost at my destination, subject to even more traffic. I should be there in a couple of minutes. No, actually, let's say 3 minutes if we want to be specific. I hope your week started well, everyone. Yeah, Monday, as I say that, of course, it could be any day if you're watching the replay, which a lot of you will be doing. To share, like, and follow, which would be a better follow on Twitter, ideally. If not, go to haps.tv, where this is actually being broadcast from and shared out to the other platforms. Download their app, the Haps app. HAPPS.tv is their website if you want to know more. And what else can I say other than that's about it, really. You should share, if you don't mind. so that other people can enjoy what we're going to bring you in the future. But what I can see right now, whether it's out the vehicle window or when we're walking all day, very much overcast, and certainly when it's sunshine and better weather of those two areas. And it has been raining, not terribly, but it's drizzly rain at the moment. It's not too cold though. It's 11 degrees Celsius still. Ironically, a lovely number that we do like, 11. In fact, anywhere between 11 and 20 is usually comfortable for me. It could be much worse at this time of year, but it seems to be mild. We had a few cold days about a week or two ago. And is that Riyadh? Is that Saeed possibly from Riyadh? Hello to you. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're following. We've got to have some conversations soon with Riyadh and the Middle East and all countries around the globe and different time zones. That's going to be awesome when we can get that together. So yeah, a lot I have to be doing now over the next, certainly over the next week, and then 90 days after that, 3 months intense broadcasting here, I can tell you. Not necessarily on this particular channel, but other ones that I'm involved with and projects. So if you follow me here, I will certainly try and notify you as and when I'm going live, if not here, somewhere else, such as Shinecast, for example. Shinecast, our regular chat at the moment, weekly, with my friend Jimmy, who is in Nagoya, Japan. And if you want to know more about that, any browser, just type it in on the address bar, shinecast.live, or you can find it on social media as well in a similar way by typing out Shinecast. Right, even the HAPS app now at the moment here I'm broadcasting on it is still, very strangely, it is still pulsating on the picture, flipping, blipping, yeah, and the needle's going up here, the meter on the internet signal, on the data signal from 1 straight to 4 all the time. Really doesn't see much of 2 bars or 3 bars indication on my screen. Pretty shocking. Not happy with that, but hopefully someone will sort it out. It should be a smoother transition going through. You know, if you're going to change from 1 bar to 4, I know 4G, 3G, even 5G can quickly change like that, but it could be a little bit smoother, I think, because it has been in the past with other apps. Right. That's pretty much me done for now, guys and girls. My journey in the vehicle has come to an end. It is completed for now. So I'm going to say goodbye. Obviously, I've arrived at my destination safe and sound at exactly, what is it now? Oh, 2:30 p.m. almost. Yes, lovely. It's 11 degrees Celsius there in Brixham, which is southwest England. Right, okay, that's good to know, Chris. I would have thought it was a bit more windy and therefore it might have been at least 1 degree less, but that's good to know. Your camera is down, says Saeed. My camera's down. Chris, can you see me okay? Has it been there most of the time? I'll check the replay back now. I've read that from Saeed. But my camera shouldn't be completely down, Saeed. It might be dipping in and out. And again, I think that's more to do with HAPS than it is to do with my internet signal, actually. Because other technologies that I use with my internet signal, even though I'm mobile and we're bonding signals together, multiple internet connections, other technologies aren't upset as much as HAPS is. I know that the servers are very unreliable with HAPS, it goes without saying. And even if it's a case of they're not more unreliable than other services experience, well, the difference is when the HAPS servers goes down, there appears to be not adequate backup, if any at all. So that's my grievance there. If you were to ask me about the G word, yes, that definitely at the moment as well. My camera's down still. What's going on? No update from Saeed. Maybe he's given up watching. Anyway, whether you're watching or not still, you can still, I'm about to end the broadcast, you can still comment even when I've ended it, and I'll pick it up and read it on the replay, certainly. That's the great thing about haps.tv if you're over there. And on my account, haps.tv /@Martin Shine. Showing your coat. Okay then. Oh, I know why. Sorry. That's a really good heads up.
Thank you, Chris. And yes, I think that's why I always question ambiguous statements. I read them in more than one way. Yeah, I'm doing this now, but that's better, isn't it? And you just reminded me why. Because this frigging app, all right, when I'm casting, I've chosen landscape mode, all right, but I still see everything up there and down there because my device at the moment is still portrait. But if they knew what they were doing at Apps, seriously, I'm getting really pissed off with you now, Apps, about this. And I say that very, very sparingly. But come on, just because I'm holding my device portrait, I've chosen landscape. So therefore, just letterbox off the part of the screen that I'm broadcasting on. And therefore, don't give me a false impression or have to make me think twice or wait for someone as decent as Chris to remind me that indeed you can only see my jacket previously because of that. You know, come on, guys, get real. It's a very competitive market out there, and it has been done before. Haps isn't the first time that, you know, you're not the first mouse to get the cheese. So you should have learnt by others' mistakes and the positive side of other apps that have existed for many years as well. Know what I'm saying, Chris? Thought it was intent. No, Chris, no. What's intentional, clearly, is that apps have had many months and weeks to get their shit together, and they're not doing it. They're not doing it quick enough. And you might think I'm being impatient and intentionally rude. No, I'm not. No. Before you even develop this app, Periscope's been around for years. They've taken advantage of everyone migrating with no choice from Periscope to Haps. So come on, they've just had a re-release of this iOS app. So an obvious one to me, despite the other problems that it has clearly, is this one that you've just highlighted indirectly, Chris, which is when you broadcast in portrait mode, you can hold your device portrait, yes, fine. But as a live streamer, if anyone at Haps has got a bit of brains and have done their research, as you do, you have a think tank, is what a lot of people call it, before you develop something to see where buttons should be and where indicators should be and how it should work in a initial minimum viable product MVP. One of the obvious things is what we're talking about here, really, honestly. So there we go. Perhaps you're not going to get away with it lightly. Other people might crawl up your bum, but I'm not going to use candy floss, also known in the USA, of course, as cotton candy. You know, see, some of us really are mindful. We really do take on board everything we learn. And so long as I know, you know, we make mistakes to begin with, but come on, clearly, Haps, we can't forgive you. And I'll make sure that others, you know, are not made to think it's them that's actually being impatient and everything. Come on, guys and girls. I don't want to be intentionally sort of negative and that, but really, you know, on a day like today when I've got other things going on that are, shall we say, taking my brain power, I don't need simple things like this to be bothering me, shall we say. Yes, I could. You're right, actually. Yes, you're right, Hats. I could go and use another app. Yeah, and that's a good point. Why don't I do that? I could use it initially just on its own, and an alternative one until Haps get their shit together, or I could use it as well in addition. So yeah, giving me food for thought there. Maybe I'll just go back to the more professional products such as switcherstudio.com. Brilliant product, and it multicasts. Yeah, it might not be a social media platform, so but then you could always repost your broadcasts on Switcher Studio that have gone out to YouTube on your Haps account and not have these problems. Actually, I've had. You know what? There you are. It was. I knew there was a reason for this broadcast. You know, but you know, a lot of it is for you guys and girls as well. Oh well. I'm getting a bit of a backache now, and people are probably thinking, "What is he doing, sitting in his car like that when he's arrived and the car's not moving? It's parked up. It looks like he's talking to the floor." Chris, stay safe, and thank you for that reminder. That was invaluable again. I mean, again, people might say you've been reminded in many times now, enough times now, Martin. Yeah, but when it's put in your face, the whole screen active, yeah, you don't think twice, really. And, you know, what I could do, of course, is put a bit of masking tape, you know, duct tape, again, you call it in the US, don't you, at the top and at the bottom of the screen, but I shouldn't have to go to those lengths to cover up for the shortfalls and the failure of developers who are obviously overpaid. Shall I stop now? I think I should. listen, enjoy the rest of your week wherever you are. It's going to be, listen, look on the bright side. It can only improve. Yeah, right. And that means, things will be good in the future. Take care of yourselves, people. Please share, like, and follow. And also, please be a part of this conversation as well going forward by joining next time I'm live. Bye-bye for now. Thanks, Chris. Stay safe. And regards to Heather. And thank you to Riyadh as well, Saeed. I think he's gone now. All right.